I'm now joined by Bulls senior linebacker Khalil Hodge. We're here in the Gasevich Club. We've spent so much time focused on the offense for various reasons and for legitimate reasons because the offense has been so amazing and dynamic. Do you feel like you guys have lived under the radar a little bit, not only here, but maybe throughout the conference and in the, amongst the minds of football fans?
I mean, a little bit, I guess. Offense always going to sell tickets regardless, and defense, we're just here to do our job. And like I said from the start, though, we have great players on offense, but I think we also have a lot of great players on defense.
What's the confidence level of this team as a whole right now?
I think it's high. It's high, and I think the excitement around here in the locker room, it's big, and we're just excited to go out and play every Saturday and Tuesdays and Thursdays and everything like that.
Does that confidence show in dumping the ice bucket on Coach, the little bowling pantomime that some of you guys did after the game?
Yeah.
Is that where that confidence kind of releases a little bit?
I think it is. I really think it is. It's exciting. I don't know if anyone on the roster has really even been to a bowl game besides maybe a few of us. So to get that thing done, and it's just an exciting time.
I think one of the interesting things that we've learned about your defense is there are guys doing things defensively for you that maybe fans and even those of us in the media didn't necessarily figure on at the beginning of the year. A pre-Washington, a Taylor Riggins. Give everybody a little insight into how some of the backups, quote unquote, have become key players for you and how that transition you've helped that transition.
Yeah, I think our depth as a whole on this team, just not besides the defense, as a team, our depth is great. And I think guys like Taylor Riggins kind of get shadowed because you have guys like Chuck Harris in front of him. But Taylor's a great player. When he steps on the field, he can make plays. Same as a pre-Washington, is another lockdown corner who we all knew throughout camp, throughout spring ball, that he can be an elite cornerback in this conference. And now that his opportunity is coming, he's really starting to show that.
What does that say about your leadership and about just the makeup of this defense that the guys who maybe aren't playing very much early in the year or wonder whether they're going to be playing, then all of a sudden kind of get thrust in, there isn't a drop-off. That doesn't always happen in football, Khalil. I know you've seen backups that aren't always up to the test.
Definitely.
Sometimes. Why is that happening here so much?
Definitely. I think we're just everyone wants to play. We're just excited to play. And when you get the opportunity to play on, the number one defense in the MAC now, you want to make plays. You want to make sure you show up. And that's what everyone's trying to do week in and week out.
All right. As for your season so far, you continue to climb up the charts. You're up into the top 5 all-time in tackles. I'm a little disappointed you're only 6th in the country, Khalil. You need to step it up a little bit.
I got you.
I'm just kidding you. But how much do you ever reflect a little bit on the way things are going for you personally?
I reflect a little bit, but my main goal is we want to win a MAC championship here. That's our plan. And, I think statistically and, some of those individual goals, I think they just come along with, winning. And that's really my plan. That's really my plan, is win. Just win.
All right. Aside from all the good stuff that's going on the football field, we always like to let everybody know a little bit about what's going on in your life. And I know it has been a bit of a tumultuous and difficult year for you.
Definitely.
And, I don't want to get into too much of that other than to let you say, how have you been able to fight through some very difficult situations this year?
Yeah. After my little brother passed away, I wanted to dedicate the season to him. And, that's been the plan from start to finish. And I'm just going to continue to play for him. My parents have been to a ton of games this year, and my goal is just to put a smile on their face. If I'm doing that for the 2 hours, 3 hours, it's a chance for them to kind of get their mind off things, and that's really my goal.
I know we've seen your folks at a bunch of games, and I know we've seen some cool moments between you and your folks. How important is that to you? How much, when you know they're there, when you can look over into those stands and make eye contact with your mom and dad, does that elevate you as a player?
Definitely. It's huge. Those are my biggest supporters in the world. They've been there for me, since the beginning, and just for them to make it to so many games, being so far away, it just means the world to me.
They're used to that flight now from Oakland to Buffalo, right? It's not an easy trip, but they're used to it, aren't they?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You and James O'Hagan are the 2 designated regular weekly captains on this team, and maybe we need to get you wearing a little more eye black like O'Hagan does. But what's the relationship between you and Jimmy?
It's close. Jimmy knows he has to hold down his side, and I'm gonna hold down mine. Jimmy, when we picked captains, he was the first name I put down. If I could put his name down 4 times, I would. He's the ultimate captain, the ultimate leader, and someone that the young guys really can look up to.
You either got to let your hair grow or you got to figure out a way to cut his.
Yeah, he going to have to cut his. I don't think I'm going to grow mine out like that.
Every week it's been someone different wearing Solomon Jackson's number 41, and it seems like whoever puts that jersey on, we like to refer to it as Superman's cape.
Yeah.
They seem to elevate their play. In your role as a captain, helping figure out who gets to do that, how important has that been for you and Jimmy and this whole team?
I think it's been really important. I think that's really one of the cooler storylines of the season, just how 41 kind of gets rotated around. And I think each week people really wear it with pride. And, they're trying to go out there and put on the best performance because they know they have that Superman cape on and trying to put on a show.
Are you hoping to get a chance to do it some point in the season?
Definitely. I actually talked to Coach Leopold. My little brother wore 4. So
I know you. That's what I say. I know the 4 is very important to you.
Definitely. So I'm probably going to stay in 4 all year just in dedication to him. But, whoever gets 41, like you said, they're gonna do what they do.
All right. And just finally, Khalil, I know this sounds like a crazy question. How much fun is this right now for you?
It feels like it's the best time of my life, to be honest. Playing football, college football, my last go round in college, it's exciting. And we just want to keep this thing rolling. We just want to keep it rolling.
All right. Well, I know you're going to do your best to make sure that happens. Bulls linebacker Khalil Hodge.
Yes, sir.